So one of the little odds and ends that I've got to get done here before I can saw some more is this cable system that runs the carriage back and forth is just a little bit loose and it likes to slip a little bit. So I am going to get that cable adjusted up. And so what it is, right here is an adjustment to tighten that cable up. And I've just got this to put in the other end of it so it doesn't turn. But what I got to do, I'm out of threads on this, so I've got to loosen this up all the way to the end, and then I'll tighten the cable on the other side, pull more cable through it, and that'll enable me to come back here and get it tightened up really good and tight so that it won't slip anymore. That's one of the things that I got to get done to hopefully it'll run a little bit smoother with that cable a little bit tighter. So I got that part of it done. So on this side there's just a cable clamp, so I'll have to loosen this cable clamp and then move things around to the point where I can pull all the slack out of it and clamp this cable clamp back down, and then I can go back to the other side and get it tightened up completely. With that bolt where we first started. Okay, I'm going to have to push the cable or the carriage forward, which will tighten up all of this here and give me slack on this side. Yeah, that's doing just what I need it to. So I got about 3 inches of slack out of that. So between that 3 inches and then going back on the other side and tightening that up, I ought to be able to get this thing a lot tighter. Well, that's a lot tighter. You can see it was down, so it was rubbing on top of the boards, and so now it's up tight there. So looks like that problem is solved. I've got to mill some lumber and build a deck in here because this gap here is just too big, and every time I cut a board off it falls down in here between the blade and there, and that's not a good scenario. So I'm going to do some measurements here and figure out what I need to cut in order to do this, and then I'll cut the wood and build this deck in here. So I got all of the boards cut out here. The sawmill milled its own lumber. Anyway, got them all cut out here and ready to fit it all together. Okay, got that deck done. That sure needed done. That'll make things a lot easier to deal with when I'm cutting boards here alone. Anyway, I'll probably have to open these holes up a little bit bigger that I've got cut out there if and when I need to make some adjustments, but for now everything looks good. be easy just to take a jigsaw and open things up a little bit more if I need to. Anyway, one more step forward. Thanks for watching.